So I was a teacher in a Catholic high school for about 10 years, and I was laid off in June of 2010. And I've been out since then. Teaching is, I've almost pretty much given up on that because there's just so many people for every teaching job out there. I mean, there was a teaching fair that was held a few months back. I don't remember exactly. It was in the spring. You know, this was with charter schools, which are not the best option to begin with, and there was thousands of people at that fair. And the line was going down the street to get into this job fair. So yeah, it's so hard right now to get a job in the teaching profession. I lost my health insurance. So that's been one of the bigger issues for me. I think is the fact that I lost my health insurance. So, and I have type 2 diabetes and some other things. I've actually not been using any of my diabetes medication now for a year. I don't have a real severe case, and I've been able to monitor it. And I've been okay, so it's not too big a deal. But one thing that I'm really concerned about is I also suffer from migraines, and I have this migraine medication which is very expensive. Now, my doctor was good enough. The very last time I was able to see him before my health insurance ran out, he gave me a big prescription for this Emitrex, this medication I use, and I was able to stock up basically on a bunch of it. But I'm going to be running out of that very soon now, and once that runs out, like it'll be impossible for me to get any more of that medication for migraines, which really I'm really nervous about that. That's going to be a big problem because the migraines are real severe, and that medication is a real lifesaver. I'm at my year mark, and I received a letter that I really couldn't make head or tails out of what it was. So at one point it was saying that they were reapplying automatically for me for the next tier or whatever, but then other parts of the things indicating that I wasn't going to receive benefits because I didn't meet certain criteria, but then they said go ahead and call in for your regular benefit. So I didn't know what it meant. It's scary. I mean, I thank God that they did extend the unemployment benefits, so like I'm not in a crisis situation at the moment, but that crisis point is coming closer and closer. And given the fact that we're both my wife and I are out of work, it's really. It could get really bad, really ugly, in coming months. The unemployment has been a real lifeline, and thank God for that. We were dependent on our families a lot, like I said, with the rent and everything too. But that's not going to last forever. So we gotta figure out what to do. I don't know.